Hey guys, it's Mike Bjork here, and welcome to another daily market report brought to you, well, by Mike Bjork. Well, today is April 19th, and basically, the economic news releases scheduled for today are basically housing starts and permit, and both were good news, came in much higher than we anticipated. So, some positive news for the housing starts starting out for this month, and hopefully it continues on through the summer. Now, on the other side, we really do need to pay attention to the spectrum what we saw yesterday with the S&P 500 or S&P Credit Bureau, where they put us from a neutral to negative rating. So sometime down the line, if we're not doing anything or any plans to reduce that deficit, they may reduce us from a AAA status, which could really adversely affect us. This could hurt us in several ways, in the sense that we got foreign investors or people like China and India are trying to slow their economies down, so they're actually increasing their yields on their bonds. So that could be more enticing to more investors, bond investors, to go maybe buying Chinese or other bonds rather than the U.S. Now, typically it was considered a flight to safety because they never defaulted, but there are people out there, like people like Bill Gross, who think that possibly the U.S. may default because of the size of this deficit we currently hold. Now, this is important. So if there's a psychological barrier, people aren't buying our bonds, that means mortgage rates will go up, and that could slow down the economy even further. And as yesterday we saw the Dow and all the stock markets on and the way where they were yesterday actually dropped quite a bit based on that headline news. Surprisingly, bonds weren't really affected. Actually, you'll see the bonds were actually improved, and even today is kind of continuing. Stocks today kind of starting to shrug it off a little bit. The Dow and I believe S&P are up, where Nasdaq's down a little bit. So some give or take right there. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the bond market and see what we have here. So we have the bond market here, and what we're looking at is, notice how we've kind of had these sharp incline here and how far we pulled off from the 10-day moving average. This is going to be something I would kind of caution, because I don't think this is going to last too long. We might have a pretty sharp decline here, come closer to the 10-day moving average before we go upwards again. So if you're in escrow right now, I would highly lock in now while you're still high. Rates are better today, as we noticed. Yesterday we had kind of a sharp down and then upwards again, and close above the 100-day moving average here. And right now we even kind of built upon that, moving upwards. We're currently about 12 basis points up. So we're looking real good right now, but for how long we're not really certain. This probably won't be up here for long, as we want to get more like a foundation we saw here earlier about a couple weeks ago. Build more of a foundation. So this will probably come back a little bit more, 10-day moving average, build a little bit more foundation. Hopefully between 108, 102, or 180 and 102 range here before we start moving upwards. Give us a little bit more firmer ground. So when it does bounce back, since these never actually go in a straight line, it doesn't go down as deep as we sometimes see it. So anyways. But know that mortgage rates or interest rates have improved today. And again, if you're looking to do short term here, for if you're in escrow or anything, definitely probably want to lock in now while it looks good. All right, folks, have a good one. And folks, I'm also a loan officer. If you're looking for a mortgage in the state of California, I can also help assist you. You can check out my other websites here at obviously at Mike's Daily Market Report and MikeBjork.com. Even CaliforniaMortgageTips.com and the Mike's Homebuyer University.com. I have some great resources there. But feel free to give me a call at 310-694-3544. I can do refinances, and I also do purchases. So I can help you get pre-approved to buy that next home here. So thank you, and keep me in mind.